Well, it seems that I've been saying this every week, we do have a challenge this year that is being more dominant and stronger at home, and that's what we're working towards. I think we got a great result in San Jose, a great performance overall, and now we're just preparing against a good Minnesota team, a team that is very hot right now, a team that is playing well, a team that have a very good attacking player in Reynoso, very good in transition. So, uh, but bottom line, yeah, we gotta be stronger at home, and that's what we're working towards.
Thank you for that. We'll kick things off here with Victor. Go ahead, Victor.
Hey, Paulo. Big opportunity for the team this weekend. 2 points out of the seventh place to get back into that playoff picture, and Reynoso picking up an ankle injury last night. Obviously that status is still up in the air, but just how big of an opportunity is this, and how big of a break would it be for you guys to not have Reynoso on the field?
Look, we prepare for Minnesota's best, and I think they're a very good team and very dangerous team with Reynoso on the team. That's not doubt about it, and I think we're gonna prepare for that. Look, his status, we're gonna have to wait until game time. We don't know. We saw that yesterday. He came off, but again, we'll prepare no matter what with him on the field or with him without. And but again, he's a great player, a player that has been very in strong form this year, and we gotta be prepared for that.
I was just speaking to Lundqvist about, it seems the unity of the team these days, it seems a little closer. I don't know if that has to do with Herrera or just arriving, giving it a different vibe. If it's something that's been going out throughout the year, and maybe we're just kind of noticing it. But how do you see the camaraderie between the players? Maybe just the personal aspect, right? The chemistry between them.
Yeah, look, I've been saying this also very consistent. I think that's one of the strengths of our team. I think since I took over in the beginning of the year, I think that was very clear with this group that there's a committed group of players in our locker room that wants to turn this around. And definitely the arrival of Hector gave this group a boost, and I think Hector got along really well with the rest of the group. He understands the mission that we're fighting for, and I think we all on the same page. Um, I think we just with his arrival, I think our chemistry, I think, is gonna get better and better, and we're gonna get stronger as a team.
Um, a little more personal with you. How has the job treated you? How have you enjoyed this challenge? It's obviously your first year in MLS. You made the jump from the second division, but just how are you enjoying the job as head coach with this time?
Yeah, I'm enjoying very much. Like I said in the beginning, it was going to be a new challenge, but enjoying every second, and really motivate to keep this going and keep getting better results as the season goes on. I think that's the key here. But for myself, I think I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the group that I have the pleasure to work with, not only on a group of players, but with the technical side, with the management, and that's only gives me more motivation to keep striving to be the best possible coach that I can.
I believe when we spoke with you earlier in the year, you were asked about some of your influences or some of the guys you'd like to mirror. I believe Guardiola was one of those names you threw out there. Having him in town this week, I don't know if you got a chance to meet with him. But did you get a chance to meet with them? And is there anything you can share on that front, and just having those guys in your training facility taking advantage of that opportunity?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, he's one of the guys that I really look up to in terms of coaching. I think I'm a big fan of his. But unfortunately, I was not able to met him this past few days. We were busy and traveling in San Jose. When we arrived, they didn't have many sessions in here, and the sessions they had, it was probably closed to the public. So unfortunate that I could not met him, but I always like to watch his teams play, his style of play, his tactics. So definitely one of the guys that I really enjoy it.
Did you get to go to the game last night, Manchester City, seeing those guys in person?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Let's switch it back to Houston. Obviously, transfer window still ongoing. Reports out there that Pat south of the border. Just wondering how important is it for the club to incorporate a potential signing this window, or how you evaluate the group as it is.
Yeah, look, I'm happy with the group that we have. I think yes, I'm happy, but I still believe that we can add a piece or so to improve our quality. That's normal. I think it's natural part of the business. I think as a club we always looking to always improve our squad, improve our quality. But again, it's we gotta make sure that we're signing the right guys. So I'm sure Pat and Asher are working on it, and until that signing arrives, we gotta make the most of the group that we have. And as of now, I'm happy with the group that we have.
Another one for me, just Tim Parker, probably his best game in a Dynamo jersey this last game against San Jose. How do you evaluate him throughout the season, and obviously to get to the point where he got on Sunday against San Jose, and then hopefully maybe giving some more of those performances up here?
Yeah, no, Tim, for sure, Tim had a great game this past game. I think, look, play is normal, right? Players have ups and downs throughout the season. It's a long season. It's one of the probably most difficult parts of being a professional athlete is to be consistently playing 34 games at your maximum performance, and it's a really difficult. So their careers go through ups and downs, and how you take that when you're on a downside, and how you approach the game, how you work. And Tim is a great guy that he's consistent with his daily routine and weekly routine, and he never stopped working when he had a bad performance here and there. So I think he performed well against Jose. It was just a proving point for the coaching staff and for himself that he's doing the right things, and when you do the right things, good things will happen, and he'll perform well on a game day. So again, pleased with his performance, and hopefully we can keep those performances going forward.
One quick one on the Dynamo too, or just lower academies. There's a player, Mateo Pinilla, who's been linked to some of the Spanish clubs. 17-year-old, I believe he's played with the U.S. under 19. Just wondering if he's been on the first team radar, and what you can add. Some fans obviously have been showing some curiosity on him.
Well, what I can say that all the academy players, all the second team players are in our radar. I think to have players link with teams from overseas is great. I haven't heard about that. I don't know, probably a rumor, but all the players in our club are planned for the first team. So I think that's the mentality. That's what we're working for. We're working so they can help the first team one day, and Mateo will not be different. So we're glad that we have a very good pool of young players coming through, and hopefully we can keep developing those players to be future first team stars.
Thank you, Paulo.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll switch over to Spanish here. Paulo, ¿cómo llega el equipo a ese partido contra Minnesota del sábado?
Bien, creo que yo siempre veo diciendo eso, creo que es un partido importante porque tenemos que ha sido el desafío de este año de ser mejores como mandante, ser un mejor equipo jugando en casa, porque es muy difícil sacar puntos afuera y tenemos que hacer nuestro deber de casa. Entonces, trabajando para ser un equipo más dominante en casa, pero sabemos de la calidad de Minnesota, un equipo que ven jugando muy bien recientemente. Ayer jugó contra Everton, ganó 4-0, otro gran partido. Un equipo que es muy buena en transición. que hay un jugador que es un jugadorazo, que está ahí, que es genoso, que le cría muchas jugadas, que lo hace acontecer en la parte ofensiva de la cancha. Pero sí estamos preparados y ojalá podemos continuar la buena hacha y poner dos, tres resultados seguidos para que podamos subir en la tabla.
¿Y cómo va el ambiente del equipo, ya que pues consiguió unos 3 puntos importantes el fin de semana pasado y ahora llega ese partido pues también sumamente importante?
Sí, llega confiante por sacar un gran resultado y una gran performance afuera de casa. Y eso que vengo diciendo, tenemos que cargar eso en nuestro momento y nuestra confianza para este próximo juego, para que podamos imponer nuestro juego y sacar un buen resultado en casa.
I know, I think, like you said, coming back home for a short bounce game. I mean, just been nice being at home. We've been training at our facilities. Good to be back with the family, and I think we took some days off after a pretty long week. So we had some days off to regroup and catch up with friends and family. And now we're back trying to prepare for Minnesota and what they're going to bring. And we're looking forward to be able to put some games together now in order to make a big jump in the table, and this is a great opportunity at home for us.
Speaking of Minnesota, they had a midweek game. They're kind of also building up rhythm as well. What kind of challenges do you expect from them on Saturday?
No, but it's a good team, and it's a team in form right now. A very savvy team with some very good players, but I think like I said, we've been preparing for them, and we know what they're going to bring. So it's a team with quality players, but we know what we're going to do, and we have to stick to our game plan in order to exploit their weaknesses. And they definitely have some weaknesses, so we have to take advantage of that in order to put a good game in order to get the 3 points.
We'll go with Victor. Victor, go ahead.
Adam, a tough summer, right, with the recent stretch of games, but the victory at San Jose puts you guys now 2 points from getting back into the top 7. Putting that into perspective, how big is this game on Saturday, obviously at home against Minnesota, to get back into that swing of things?
No, it's a huge game for us. Like you said, it's been a tough stretch here over the summer with a lot of away games, a lot of tough results that hasn't really gone our way. So I think this last one was huge in San Jose. So that really gives us a great momentum to keep building on going into this game. And like I say, this league is about making runs. And I think if we can put some games together here, like you say, it's a very tight table right now. And if you win a couple games in a row, you make big jumps. So I think this game is very, very important for us, especially when we have a lot of away games coming up. And to have this at home is huge for us, and we have to take advantage of that. And we're playing in front of our fans and here in Houston in the heat.
I know you guys are probably tired of the Herrera questions, but just now that he's had a couple of games, wanted your perspective on maybe how he's made your job different, easier, or whatever, however you want to describe it, and what's been different having him around.
No, but like I think everyone has seen his quality. Like he is a very, very good player, and I think he has elevated the rest of the players that surrounds him, and that's what good players do. I think we also have done a great job stepping up and also trying to help him to get settled here, and I think he's been doing that. I mean, unbelievably well. Like he's only been here for a couple of weeks, and he feels like he's been here for the entire season. So and also like just, I mean, the presence he has on the field and the way he carries himself here in the training facility is something that we all can take a lesson from. And I know that, I mean, a lot of the guys, I mean, Spanish, the young kids and the players that watch him, I mean, it's huge for them. And I think he's brought a lot of composure also and a lot of, I would say, leadership in the midfield. Or we had that before too, but he also brought a lot of leadership into the group. And I think that's a very big thing for us because we need that going forward. And in order to get these couple of games together, I mean, and also like he's a proven winner, and I think that also adds, his mentality adds a lot to us, and that's what we need, and that's what we want to build here, and he's contributed well so far.
Off the field, Adam, since, we don't get a lot of eyes inside the locker room or inside, most most of training, right? But what can you tell us? It seems like the team, I don't know if this is since Herrera's arrival or just, it's been kind of growing throughout the season, but just it seems like the team is a little bit more united, more together these days. What can you tell us about that subject with the team lately?
I think we have a very strong core in this group and in this team. I think the team is full of great personalities and leaders. I think we had our goals since the beginning of this year, and we're trying to improve. And I think even when the results hasn't really gone our way, I think we've been sticking with it. And I think a lot of the guys, like we have a lot of experienced players in this team, and I think we really stepped up in keeping the group together and making everyone feel involved, because it's going to take everyone in the team and the whole organizations to create this movement that we want to do. We want to move. We want to become a better team. We want to become a winning team, and it's going to take all of us. And I think it's been from the top to bottom of the organization. I think it's a new vibe in the whole organization. I think that's been proven, and I think we feel that in the locker room. And it's nice for you to say that you see that, because I think we've been working very hard for that, to create a culture of winning and all that. So that's what I can say from my point of view.
Thanks, Adam.
Thank you, Victor.
We'll wrap up here with Lou. Lou, go ahead.
Hey, Adam. Knowing the success that you guys have had against Minnesota, especially at home, just one loss in 8 matches, how much does that past success play into this match? How does that help you?
Now I didn't even know, by the way, but but no, of course it helps us. I mean, we don't really think about history that much. I think we more think about the present. We know it's a different Minnesota we faced this year than last year. I know they have same group of players, but they're in a different stretch now, and they have put some great results together. So I think we prepare for our game, regardless of what happens in the past. We have to prepare for this game that's in front of us on Saturday. So, of course, we know it, but we don't think about it that much. It's another game against a good opponent, and it doesn't really matter who opponent is. It's our home field, and we need to impose ourselves, and we need to get a good result in order to get a jump in the table.
And then outside of getting more goals than Minnesota Saturday night, what's one key to getting that positive result for you guys?
I think for me, it's a very savvy team in transition. I think for us, the key is going to be to control the game and control the pace of it, and not give up too many turnovers, because they're very strong in the transition game. And playing here, we know a lot of teams like to sit back and counter, so we have to be very disciplined in order to keep the ball moving and break them down and be patient, because I think this is a game where we can win it in the second half. We don't have to win it exactly in the first 5 minutes. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid, so we know what to expect. And coming from Minnesota, it's not an easy thing to do. So we know we have to be patient and move the ball and make them defend a lot in order to get some goals and to get a good result.
Good luck Saturday night.
Thank you, Luis.